coming from. Let me read that. It's always advisable to know where price is coming from. Yield, yeah. B75 is a buy. Sorry, B51S is a buy. This is where price was coming from. So after price took out that structural liquidity, price is coming here. So imagine holding this trade all the way from here to this place. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's up here on live. Yeah. So how much are we making this week, guys? How much are we making? Let's start the class. How much are we making this week? So to the trade. My heart. $10K. All right, not bad. It's something you can achieve. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm actually aiming for 10K this week. Like I'm aiming for 10K this week. I almost did 20K last week. Was it last week? No, this week. No, today is Monday. Last week I almost did 20K last week. V751S. I was risking $400 for that trade, and I went almost full margin. My margin was like 360 something dollars, which means if price hits target, I would have been up about 30 or $25,000 thereabout. And price did hit my target, but it stopped me out before going my way. So it was a close call. But we move on. Today, what are we looking at? I'm supposed to be having a March mentorship batch starting this month. But we haven't talked about risk management. We haven't talked about psychology for the last batch. So I don't know if we should talk about risk management and psychology, or we should, go back to market structure. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Risk management, market structure, risk management, market structure one, risk management one, market structure two, risk management. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of risk management and psychology. And mind you, please, if you want to take a continuation for V51S buy, this is it. This is a continuation. Okay. Price might come back here, price might not. But if price ever does, this should be a continuation for V75, V51S buy. Now, risk management and psychology. Now, a lot of people do ignore this part of trading. Like, left to me, I feel this is one of the most important after finding your edge in the market. This is after finding your edge in the market, after knowing chart analysis, after being able to analyze trades, analyze the chart, and then taking your trades. What comes next should be psychology and risk management. Do you get? A lot of people still don't understand this concept. I keep getting complaints about people losing all of their money, this and that. First things first, you shouldn't be losing all of your money in a single trade. It doesn't work like that. You shouldn't be like losing all of your money in a single trade. Once I hear you say all of your money or all your capital, you just lost it. How did that happen? How did it happen? Did you like go all in a single trade, hoping that okay, this should do whatever X, and then you can like 100x your capital? It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Risk management. What's risk management? The preservation of capital. That's what risk management simply means. Preservation of capital. Yeah. If you don't have capital, how do you want to continue trading? How do you want to do it? If you've blown all your money, what trade? It could be that the next trade you are going to take will actually, be the main trade that will actually give you profit. But you've ended up blowing up your capital in just one trade. I keep telling people what I do is whenever I have an amount of capital, every week I tend to risk like about $1,000. I know that this is for 1 week, right? I've just funded $1,000 for this week. This is the start of the week, Monday. I funded $1,000. I know that okay, I want to risk $1,000 all through this week. Before I risk that $1,000 finish, I've made up to $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 because of risk management. I could lose 5 trades in a row. I could lose 4 trades in a row. But all I just need is one single trade. It's only one trade I need. If I'm risking $100, before I used to risk $20 per trade. Now I risk $100 per trade. Do you get? And $100 per trade gives me nothing less than $3,000. Nothing less than $3,000. So if I take 9 trades, 9 losses, and I take just one win with the $100, I should be up $5,000, $6,000, or maybe $7, $8, $9, $10,000. It's very, very possible. Do you understand? So that has given me confidence to take my trades. That has given me confidence to always execute my trades, to always hold my trades. Because I know that even if I lose the first trade, the second trade, the third trade, the fifth trade, the sixth trade, the seventh trade, the ninth trade, which of course is not possible. Even if I lose all of that, at least one should give me what I'm looking for. Do you get? This is what a lot of people don't know. You don't just go all in on a single trade. No. If I have $1,000, I want to be risking $100 per trade. If I have to, unless I said, okay, I want to, okay, let me just go bigger. Let me just go bigger on my risk. Let me increase my risk appetite. Then I risk $200 per trade. That's how it is. That's how it works. Do you get? And also, speaking about psychology, there's this thing that happens here when you have all of your capital sitting in your MT5 or your MT4. See, you tend to want to, yes, Mr. Obina, what is it? How can I help you? You've been raising your hand. Please just write in the chat box. So like I said, you tend to want to, go all in on trades. You want to, increase your risk big time. Let's assume you plan to risk $100 for that day, and then you divide that trade by maybe $10 for 10 trades. But then all your $100 is sitting inside the MT5, and then you take a trade that is in drawdown. You've taken one trade and it's in drawdown of like, let's say $20, and you look at your balance. Okay, you have like $100 left. Sorry, you have like $80 left. Then you will be like, you just start having hope, unnecessary hope that okay, price will reverse, price will go your way. Before you know, you are down $50, you're down $60, $70. Before you know, you either close that trade at minus $80 or the account just get blown. I don't know if you get my point. This happens a lot. It happens a lot, and no matter how how emotionally stable you are, it will affect you. It will have power over you. Trust me, I've experienced this several times. Do you get? I don't know how that psychology works, but it always happens every time. Okay, so what I do is I keep my capital far away from my MetaTrader. Do you get? I keep it far away. Either I keep it in my bank account or somewhere else. So if I know that okay, I want to deposit, I want to take a trade. What I do is I hit up my payment agent, I text him, okay, I fund my account, and then I take a trade. Do you get? So if at all I want to, I'm tempted to want to add to my positions, I'm tempted to want to, put more capital in. The whole process will take a while because I need to, fund and then send to my MT5 and all that, and I don't want to go through all those stress. Do you understand? So I just let that trade go, and it ends up in loss. Okay, so that is how you try to adjust your psychology when it comes to risk management. Risk management and psychology, they are almost like 5 and 6. They're like brothers and sisters. Do you get? So I keep begging people. I keep begging people. Whenever people come to my DM and then they be like, they took a signal and it went in a loss, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a rat's ass, because the same trade you are taking is what I am also taking. If you are taking a loss, I also took a loss, but I didn't lose all of my capital. Do you get? If you are winning trades, you won't come to me. You won't tell me that I'm making so much win. Why am I making so much win? You won't tell me that. It's only when you are taking losses, then you come to me. You be like, you just took a loss. Why am I taking losses? It's really, really annoying, honestly. And this was one of the reasons why I wanted to stop, sending out signals, because I know how human beings think. They'll be like, okay, he's flipping so amount of money. Let me do the same. Let me put all my capital in one trade. It does not work like that. So in case you're on that table, please, please, and please, you know yourselves. Work on yourself, please. Someone is asking about confirmation entry. Confirmation entry is not hard. It's not hard. Confirmation entry is not hard. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this trade. V10. Where's that V10? V10 1S. V10 1S. V10 1S. V10 1S. All right. Took this buy. Yeah, see why I said I should take profit here, because this is TP smashed already. Take profit here. Look at this stand. V10 might do something like this again. So it's giving me a protected low, break structure like this or something. Give me this and this, then I'll wait for a buy here like this. So look at what happened here. For those of you asking for confirmation entry, your confirmation entry is always on your 5 minutes time frame. It's always on your 5 minutes time frame. Now, if I did this analysis on the 10 minutes time frame, it means this is my POI. It means this green zone is my POI. Capiche? This is my POI on the 10 minutes time frame. But now I want to look for my confirmation where on the 5 minutes time frame. So I do what? I go to the 5 minutes time frame and mark out what? What do I mark out? Anyone? What do I mark out? Anyone? What do I mark out on the 5 minutes time frame? My demand level. Yeah, demand level or order block. So where's your demand level? Where's the order block? It's this last, look at this last bearish candle before this move to the upside. This last bearish candle before this massive buy to the upside. So inside your POI, there is another POI, which is your what? Your demand and supply level. And it's always on the 5 minutes time frame. Now look at this. I mark it out. So I'm expecting price to do what? To come inside this zone and then do what? And then give a confirmation. Now, where is the confirmation? I've given you guys an example of candlestick formation. We have pin bar, we have armor pattern, we have doji and bullish engulfing candle or bearish engulfing candles. We have tweezer tops, we have tweezer bottoms, we have shooting star, we have evening star, we have morning star, we have, there are so many confirmation candles. Now look at this. Look at this. And it's always a 3 candlestick formation. We have 1, 2. Now the third candle is always going to close above the second candle, which is this on the 5 minutes time frame. So you add your confirmation here. So where's your entry? At the close of this candle here. The close of this candle is your entry. Right? That's your confirmation. This right here is your confirmation. Take this straight. Now you can see this at 0 or no drawdown. 0 little drawdown. Look at this. Just did this small wick and then boom to the upside. TP it. Do you understand? Now this is your confirmation, and it has to be inside your 5 minutes supply or demand level. So you enter on the 4th candle, not 4th candle, your 3rd candle. You want to enter this 4th candle. Sorry, 3rd candle here. So at the close of this 3rd candle here is your confirmation. Then you enter. Now let's look for another confirmation. This is another confirmation for a buy. Where do I want to enter? At the close of this candle. Yeah. Then look at what happened. Let's look for another confirmation. This is another confirmation. Yeah. Now where do I want to enter? At the close of this candle. I want to enter. Yeah. It's easy. I don't know why a lot of people are finding it difficult. This is another confirmation. Always a 3 candlestick formation. This is an inverted armor confirmation candlestick here. You enter here. You keep seeing them on your charts. You keep seeing them on your charts. Now, this is another confirmation. I hope you get the points now. 3rd candle, is where you want to enter from. Then look at what happened. Price skyrocketed, and so on and so forth. Look at this. This is another confirmation, bearish confirmation. Where do you want to enter? Yeah, zero drawdown. Then what happened? Price start. Okay. This is also another confirmation. So just go on your chart, mark out as many confirmations as you can till you are able to never unsee it. You get, just keep marking it out. There are many. They're always there. They're always there. So if price doesn't give me a confirmation, I'm not willing to take that trade just yet. But if price is not tapping to my supply and demand level, I'm not willing to take that trade yet. What about the rejection week? What's rejection week? This rejection week is a confirmation on the 1 minute time frame, and I saw it, but I did not want to take that 1 minute confirmation because I don't trust 1 minute confirmation. But what happened? It humbled me. This was the 1 minute confirmation, so that's the week. So this would have been my entry, but I was like, 1 minute candle always hold, it always hold. Let me not get in, so I just left it, and I left it, and it left me. The one on that V10. V10, V10. Which one? V10. Which one? Should we look at V10? I'm not seeing anything on V10. The first example you gave there. Yes, now that's the week I was talking about now. The week you asked about. This is it now. This is the confirmation. This is confirmation for a buy. Oh, this is your oh God, I'm so tired. This is your entry. Yeah, this is your entry. You get, so same thing that's going to happen here when price gets here. Same thing that's going to happen here. Now, price is approaching my V10 POI. Now, look at this blue zone that I marked. These are there are two. Now, this is one different color. This is green, this is blue or dark green. I don't know. Right? Yeah, V10S yesterday is because it was an uptrend. Yeah, but price has been buying on the daily time frame and it's going to keep buying to the upside. So I think that was why. That was the reason why. Now my V10 is approaching PY. So I don't want to take my entry here. I want to take my entry here. If price gives me a confirmation here, this I want to take my entry. You can see this color, this blue color. That's the main place, gone, gone, gone. That price is going to start selling from here like this. So if price ignores this one, price will sell from here. But I wanted to give me a confirmation first, and then I'm going to take. So I've been anticipating these sales since like how many days ago now? Since like last week. So price is coming there, and I'm taking the sell. I'm taking the sell. So what kind of confirmation am I looking out for? Something like this. 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time frame. I'm looking out for this kind of confirmation. Something like this. Three candlestick. Something like this. Sorry, we are bearish. Something like this. Inverted hammer. Something like this. Something like this. Something like this. Something like this. So all of these are bearish confirmation candlesticks. Something like what again? Something like this. And so on and so forth. There are so many. Something like this. Something like this. I like this kind of confirmation. Something like this as well. You notice after all this confirmation, price sold off. Price sold off. Price sold off. Something like this as well. Okay. So this is what I want to look out for. Where? Inside this place or this place. Once price gives me that, I am stacking. I am opening many positions till my margin is like 70%, 60%. Sometimes I go full margin, 100%. But if I'm lucky, price will not give me any single drawdown. It's just boom, tank. But if I am not lucky, price will stop me out and then continue. But then I would, fund again and then enter the trade again. I will stack again. So that's how it is. So sometimes I get stopped out like maybe once or twice before I enter again finally and then boom to the upside or to the downside. So that is it about confirmation entry. So I'm just patiently waiting for this trade to come all the way up here or here, and then boom to the downside, to the downside. This as well, this as well, this as well. Now, this is the 10 minutes time frame, but inside this POI, there's a 5 minutes demand level, which is this. This is the 5 minutes demand level. Yeah. So I'm waiting for price to come inside this POI, and then I look out for confirmation. What kind of confirmation? A bullish confirmation candlestick that tells me that okay, it well, God, I didn't sleep yesterday. Yo, why am I just saying this? Yo, guys, look at what happened. Guys, look at tell me what just happened. Yeah, how did I miss this? Shit. Look at this cell. I just missed this cell. See trade where I just missed just now. How is this even possible? Why didn't I see this? Now, where is your confirmation entry? This is your confirmation entry. Ah, damn, I just missed this. It just kept tanking and tanking. This is your confirmation here to take the sell. Fuck. Me where they find trade badly like this. Now me they miss trade. Now you notice that price did not mitigate it the first time. So what happened? Price came this time around and then boom, sold off. But I'm anticipating this buy. This is the buy. It seems price is going to sell all the way down here, and then I'm looking for a buy to continue to the upside. So that is it. That is it. That is it. But I wouldn't be surprised if this just smashes past through, smashes through. I wouldn't be surprised. So questions, please. Questions, please. We've talked about risk management. So please always apply risk management on your trades. Very, very important. Today, how much do I have in my account? I have 1.5 million, which is around $1,000. I've just deposited it in my derivative account. So I'm going to be risking $100 for each trade or $200. Depends on how I feel. Depends on the trade I'm going to be taking. Yeah, Daniel, V75 did us 2 days ago. Now let's review that trade again. That V75 is a bastard. V75 1S is a bastard. I dread that move. See, look at the sell-off now. Look at the sell-off. I dread that moment so much. So freaking much. Yeah, I think this was the sell-off now. So it's on the 15 minutes time frame or 5 minutes time frame. I would have been up that, okay, $20,000 for that trade. Now bastard. Okay, this was the setup we had. We had the sweep of liquidity here. We had the structural liquidity here. And then this was our POI. Oh yeah, was our POI. But then on the 5 minutes time frame, where was our main supply level? This was our main supply level here. Yeah, this was our main supply level. So what the price? The price ignored it. Now let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's see why price did us that way. All right. Why the price did that shit? I wouldn't say it's because of this. I mean, this did not suit liquidity now. There's no super liquidity here. But since price respected this supply level here. Now inside supply level, let's see if there's a 5 minute supply level there. Let's see if there's another area inside here. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame. Yeah. Price will always do what? Price will always sell from the supply level and buy from the demand level. So this was a supply level. And the price sell from there. Oh! 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 Oh, fuck, fuck. Oh. Do you enter immediately after being stopped out or you wait for another confirmation? I wait for another confirmation. Ejiro, you say I can't catch everything. Yeah, I can't catch everything, of course, but there are some things that I should catch, even if I can't catch everything. Like this is a trade I should catch. I mean, come on, not when I'm risking $400 on the trade. I should be able to catch this now. $400 on the trade. Come on now. This is the kind of trade I should be catching when I'm risking $400 on the trade. This. So I guess this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. But on to the next trade. We look out for the next one. Yeah, a trader wants you should catch. That's a trade I should catch. That's a trade I shouldn't miss. But then it did me dirty. It did me dirty. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it. Because I was do you know why I was happy? And then I became disappointed because I was already floating $1,000. So on my mind was that okay, target is going to get it. Target is going to get it. Target is going to be $20,000. $20,000. $20,000. That's how much in Nigerian naira. That's some money in Nigerian naira, shop. So I was excited. I was about to even go and sleep safe. I just said, let me just check it one more time. Let me just see what's happening. Let me see what's happening. Before you know it, I was down $300 and then I just closed the trade. So it was rubbish. So it's rubbish. So yeah, capital. All you just need is good capital. If you increase your capital and you have good win rates, trust me, and you have good risk reward ratio, you should do numbers. You should do numbers. But I wasn't going to rush the process. But I noticed I was trying to rush the process. So I was supposed to be go to like $200 capital. I was supposed to be risking $200 capital. But then I went to jump to $400 capital. Long truth, Ochuchu. I get long truth. But if it had worked, ah, if it had worked out as expected, I'm not gonna do mentorship again. Say, I I'm not gonna do signals again. Say. Yeah, and please, those of you in a hurry to learn how to stack, You guys should please take it easy. You on they put pressure on herself, I swear. Before I even started stacking, I was doing 1 to 3, 1 to 5. I swear. Steadily. I was in 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. I will risk $20, I would make 246, $60, $80, $100. I'll risk $100, I would make $300. I was doing it consistently. Before I started, I decided that okay, I want to start experimenting. Then I started experimenting. I blew a lot of accounts. I blew a lot of money. Please learn how to properly trade well first. First. First is first. Learn how to trade. Have good risk reward ratio. Have good win rates before you can decide to, blow money. You get the point. Don't be in a hurry. Do not be in a hurry to want to lose money. Stacking is gambling, though. Stacking is gambling, but once you know what you're doing, it won't be really considered gambling anymore. It will be considered as skill and knowledge. Skill. Okay, but if there's no supply and demand level in your POI, do you ignore? I ignore the setup. I don't take it, and most of the times when I ignore it, it goes in loss. Most of the time, like 80% of the time. That's why I keep saying you learn from your experience. You actually become profitable from experience. You learn from experience. All right. Anyway, guys, our time is up. I think I'm done with February batch. Yeah, tutor psychology, tutor risk management. We start all over again for market structure. Market structure. So that's what we'll be doing next. All right, brother Taiwo. Now you be back. A valid POI, breaker block, QMR. That's it. Let it be a super of liquidity. That's what we consider it valid. All right, guys, that'll be all for today. Safe. March batch starts this week. Let's say Friday. Right. Please, so watch all the recordings I've done and I've sent to the group. I jam music now, but I want make